Sorry for the technical difficulty
All
there.
right. Thank you very much for checking in, Mike. Have a good evening. Yeah, you're a busy guy. And yeah, your signal was excellent. Just the slightest little bit of hiss, but almost full quieting. So good job, antenna team. Next on our list is Bob, W4RTH. Good evening, Bob. Has duct tape ever saved your life or your bacon or got you out of a sticky situation?
Yeah, good evening, Scott. Everybody on the net, like I said, name here is Bob, and my location is Central Hanover. You're loud and clear coming to Central Hanover. I can't remember the last time I used duct tape. I have a roll here, but I don't ever use it. I use electrical tape a whole lot more. Yeah, can't remember if duct tape has saved my bacon or not because I don't use it. Anyway, that's about it, Scott. I'll turn it back over to Net Control, KO4UR, W4RTX.
All right, Bob. Thank you very much for that. And I use duct tape quite a bit. I usually try to keep a roll in the car for radio use. The only place I'm using it in the car right now is for the feed line pass through the right rear window. I use black duct tape, which matches the trim on the car, to hold the duct tape against the top of the door frame, so that I know that I always have the right amount out, so I can open the door without tugging on the antenna or the feed line in the vehicle. But anyway, yeah, very good, very good. Here's a guy who's probably used duct tape and had it save him many, many, many times. KO4KAD, good evening, Randy.
Just realized how strong the repeater signal is.
KO4UR, KO4KAD, good evening, Scott, and everybody on the net. You're loud and clear out here in Western Henrico. And I've been sitting here trying to think of a time where it has saved me. I'm gonna let it drop.
200 watt does a world of good.
And in all honesty, I can't really think of a time. But I can say this: I've been to a lot of service calls where customers temporarily patched a water line or drain line with some duct tape, thinking it would solve the problem, and obviously they had to call me. So that's about all I've got. Thanks for doing it, Scott. You're doing a good job. And yeah, 7-3 from KO4KAD.
Well, I should have known that a professional plumber wouldn't admit to keeping multiple rolls of duct tape on his truck. But he knows his customers use it. No, I understand. And yeah, it's not a permanent fix by any stretch, but good quality duct tape will give you a really nice seal. I used it recently for blowing out the condensate pipe from our air handling unit that goes all the way to the other end of the house and empties out by the outdoor unit. And I sealed the air compressor hose to the fitting with duct tape and had what seemed like an airtight connection. And then I did the same thing with the water hose. Didn't spill a drop. So I'm starting to think that maybe we take duct tape for granted and forget about how often we use it. Anyway, next on our list is Mike, KK4OWU.
Yes, KK4 K4OW, Mike here in Glen Allen. They also call me Chevy. Thank you for doing that tonight. You're sounding great. As far as duct tape, it saved me quite a few times. Too many to remember. I remember one time we were moving my daughter from a storage unit, and they forgot to bring in paracord and tie stuff off so it wouldn't fall over. So duct tape worked. In my van, I keep a roll of duct tape, and also in my get home emergency pack. Let me grab a nickel.
That was local interference twice. It's not in the
My
repeater.
what I call my get home bag, rather than my bug out bag. I've got first aid supplies. I got a backup handheld that's kept charged every month. And believe it or not, Amazon, you can get a small package flat of duct tape. It's got about 5 yards in it, which is great to have, just to have on hand. And it works everything from trying to patch temporarily, radiator hose, even first aid. It works good. Amazon has it. It's relatively inexpensive, great to have on hand. Grab a nickel.
Y'all talk a lot.
And just wanted to say thank you, Mike, for the compliments. The help desk at RATS is always available. If we can help you out, we will help you out. And once you mention again the marathon, we're still short on some volunteers. It's a very important citywide event. And if there's any way that you can, please volunteer. Go to the homepage. It's rats.net. It's real easy. It's a lot of fun. Very rewarding experience. Other than that, thank you, Scott. Back to net control.
All right, very good, Mike. And you're one of the most prepared people I know, so I'm not a bit surprised to hear that you have that in your get home bag or your bug out bag or both. And thanks for the tip about Amazon selling 5-yard lengths of duct tape in a flat pack, because sometimes you may not want to carry a big bulky roll. And how often are you going to need more than 5 yards of duct tape? So very interesting, and that was smart thinking on strapping down those boxes coming up from the storage unit. Duct tape would work great. This is KO4UOR calling the Metro Richmond Aries Net. Next on our list is KQ4RAM. Good evening, Will. Please share your comments with the net.
Hey, Scott, this is KQ4RAM. I don't use duct tape too often, maybe years ago, but my go-to tape is like an aluminum tape that has an adhesive strip that you have to peel off the back of it. And it's maybe not as easy to work with, but I've been able to really get some versatility out of that. I'll say 73s for now. Those are my comments. Everyone have a good evening. This is KQ4RAM, back to net control.
Better half creating local interference. Sorry about that.
All right, Will, sounds good. Yeah, I have that type of duct tape too, the foil. And great for sealing up openings in your air handler, or if just for those that don't already know it, it also works great for quote unquote temporary repair of missing grout in a tiled shower stall. I'm not going to tell you how long my tape has been handling that problem in our downstairs bath. Next on the list is John, KO4CPE. Good evening, John. Please share your comments.
Scott. This is John. I'm located in Glen Allen, and you're coming in loud and clear. I don't have any personal duct tape save the day stories, but I do have one for Mike, who unfortunately has left, I think. The sticky cable issue he was having, he needs to get gaffer's tape. Gaffers. Gaffer's tape is duct tape with limited non-transferable sticky on it. But that will take care of his sticky cable problem. I've used it quite a bit to stick cables down to carpet, and it leaves no residue. Back to net control.
Yeah, very good, John. I've heard of gaffer's tape, never used it, and I didn't know that was one of its characteristics, but very, very good. Sticky where you need it and not where you don't. So Mike needs gaffer's tape, and he's in show business, so he should know all about that. Maybe he has some. All right. That takes us to the bottom of the hour and the bottom of the list. It's time to ask for additional check-ins. Anybody wishing to check into the Metro Richmond Aries Net, please call now with your call sign phonetically and your first name.
Kilo 4 Sierra Hotel Oscar Mobile.
No need to shout, Andrew. Jeez. You hang out with Rob too much.
All right. He says he's mobile, but I know him as Kilo 4 Sierra Hotel Oscar. Good evening, Andrew. Do you have any interesting duct tape stories for us? And if not, please share whatever comments you do have.
Good evening, everybody. This is KK4SHO. Name is Andrew. I am mobile, and I am heading back to Chesterfield County from Henrico County. Just visited with N4HDF, trying to solve a Motorola issue. No real duct tape story. I've dealt with plenty of different types of duct tape before. Both quality duct tape and knockoff duct tape, if there is such a thing. But duct tape is usually pretty sticky for me to deal with and everything. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, but yeah, I've never been able to get out of a sticky situation with duct tape per se, but anyway, good to hear everybody on the net, and since 73. This is KK4SHO.
All right, thank you very much, Andrew. If Doc W4RYQ was on here tonight, I would ask him if Army medics carry duct tape, because in a pinch, it seems like that could do a really great job of sealing up a wound that is going to require stitches. But yeah, you have to do it. You have to have the wound really dry. Anyway, I'd be interested to know if people that work in the emergency room see duct tape on patients coming into their unit. Anyway. All right, let's see. I am going to go ahead and list a few other MCOM nets that are available throughout the week, and then I will ask once more for additional check-ins. So, other local areas or MCOM nets that are called during the week. On Monday nights at 1900 hours, the Powhatan Aries Net meets on the 147.315 repeater. And by the way,
I guess every net controller we have forgets we have a 60-second timeout timer every week. Wow. It's a good thing they're not using this repeater for the marathon. These guys would talk it down every time.
on Tuesday nights, the Dinwiddie County Aries Net meets at 1900 hours on 147.390. Also on Tuesdays, the Chesterfield Aries Net meets at 2100 hours on 147.360. Also on Tuesdays, you can check in to the Chesterfield County Aries WinLink Net. More information is available at chesterfieldaries.us. chesterfieldares.us. On Wednesdays, all day long, you can check into the WinLink Wednesday Net by sending a WinLink message to David, KN4LQN, at winlink.org. And also on Wednesday night at 2000 hours, the Tri-Cities MCOM Net meets on the 147.390 repeater. And we probably should add to this list the monthly net that the Hanover Amateur Radio Club has done one time. It was on a Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m., and I forget which Saturday it is, but Randy, we probably should get that added to this list. Okay, I will make one last call for additional check-ins,
if you have the time,
or comments. If you'd like to make a comment or check in as a late check-in, please call now with your call sign phonetically.
That's why I add the audio amplifier so I can hear all the differences in the radios and signals and whatnot. Weird things like that pop up.
This is 4.
Go ahead, Brewer.
Double.
Goodness.
Yeah, I didn't get either of the two stations that were trying to give me your call sign. Please try again and use that trick of saying this is, unkey, listen, and then key up and finish your check-in.
Sounded like 3 different stations to me. But what do I know? Not everybody at once.
All right, nothing heard. Brewer, were you trying to make a comment? I think that's W4MGA. I think I recognize your voice.
Yeah, roger that, Scott. Whiskey 4 Mike Golf Alpha W4MGA. Been listening in here for the last 20 minutes or so.
Tell us what you
I
think.
haven't heard a whole lot of timeouts, but might as well let the cat out of the bag. I stretched it out to a minute and a half.
No way.
The day before. But it's still going to be an issue, so everybody's got to remember to let go of the mic. And as I have recommended, if you'll set a timeout timer on your personal radio at a minute, your radio will remind you you've been talking for a minute. And you won't run overboard. Take a standby one.
Yep, and other than that, the duct tape comment, yeah, I've been using duct tape forever. I love the aluminized studies on HVAC plenums. That's much more rugged. Also handles the UV. A lot of the antennas, big antennas use that stuff instead of cable wraps or cable ties. Standby one. Suffice to say, I have all flavors, all brands. I use regular cheap duct tape and Gorilla tape and aluminized tape, Mylar tape. All has various applications depending on what you're trying to fix. And that includes MacGyvers at sea. So anyhow, good stuff. Just kind of know how to use it and know what the limitations are. Back to net control. KO4UOR, W4MGA.
That's the way you do it during a net.
All right, Brewer. Thank you very much. That is excellent news. That you've adjusted the timeout timer on the repeater to 1 minute 30 seconds. That will save my bacon regularly. I'm still getting used to the shorter talk time. But yeah, I'm not sure that we had anybody time out tonight, so that's great.
That's because you were talking
I will
when it
now
happened.
proceed to close the net. But before I do, I would like to thank all those stations who participated and the stations that stood by to give us the time for this net. We had 13 check-ins, 14 counting myself. I would like to thank the Metropolitan Repeater Association and Brewer for the use of this repeater. The Metro Richmond Aries net is now closed, and this repeater is returned to regular amateur radio use. 7-3, everyone. This is KO4UOR, clear and monitoring.
Oh, these guys. Sometimes. Oh, I wonder what it is they're thinking.
KK4OW, thanks out to Brewer. The repeater is doing a great job. Thank you for your hard work. KK4OW, clear. Yeah, well, I think I'm going out to the Rats repeater site tomorrow and try to work on those a little bit. See what happens out there. And if somehow I can get a decent specification out of this amplifier company without thermally stressing it out myself, we might be able to stretch it out. But I think the days of the 10-minute timeout timer are over. 73 is all W4MGA.
You always run simplex.